Assalamualaikum my viewers, this is Zainab and welcome back to my channel Historical Discussion. A very good morning to all of you. So today I am going to discuss about the conquest of Akbar. Jalaluddin Md Akbar. Akbar was a great imperialist who practically spent his whole life in conquering one territory or the other. It has been pointed out by Mr. Beverages, Akbar was far ahead even of Lord Dalhousie in his conquest and the expansion of his empire. So when he ascended the throne in 1556, he could hardly be said to be the master of any territory under his control. When he ascended the throne in 1556 AD, he could hardly be said to be the master of any territory under his control, but because of his policy, wisdom and military skill, he laid down the foundation of a vast empire, which included territories both in the northern part of India and in the southern part of India as well. Conquest of Delhi and Agra in 1556 AD, the year when he ascended the throne. So as a result of his success in the second battle of Panipat, which was fought between Hemu and Akbar in 1556 AD, Akbar occupied Delhi and Agra with the help of his regent Bairam Khan. Conquest of Gwalior, Ajmer and Jaunpur. For 4 years, that means from 1556 till 1560. From 1556 till 1560, Bairam Khan acted as a guardian of Akbar and he added the territories of Gwalior, Ajmer and Jaunpur to the Mughal Empire during this period. Malwa. In 1560 AD, an expedition was sent against Baz Bahadur, who was the then Afghan ruler of Malwa. He was defeated, but as the Mughal generals Adam Khan and Pir Muhammad fell out, Akbar once again reconquered Malwa in 1561. Consequently, as a result, another expedition was sent against him in 1562. So when he found the Mughals stubborn, he submitted and was given a high place in the Mughal court. Malwa was thus annexed to the Mughal Empire in the year of 1562 AD. Conquest of Gondwana. A small state in the modern Madhya Pradesh, was at that time ruled by the renowned Rani Durgavati, who was acting as a regent of her son Veer Narayan. She was a brave and wise ruler, and in the words of Abul Fazl, she ruled her country with wisdom and ability. When Akbar's forces under Asaf Khan, who was the then governor of Kara, they marched against her, but she offered tough resistance and defended her territory bravely. In that battle that ensued near Jabalpur, Veer Narayan was killed and Rani Durgavati herself was severely wounded. So she stabbed herself to death in order to avoid capture and dishonor. Thus this Rajput state of Gondwana passed into the hands of the Mughals in the year of 1564 AD. Chittor. Because of the rising power of Akbar, many Rajput rulers had either entered into friendly or matrimonial alliances with Akbar. In 1562, Raja Bihari Mal of Amber even married his daughter to Akbar, but Rana Uday Singh of Mewar refused to submit and defied Akbar. You know, 5 fingers are not equal. All the Rajputs were not afraid of him. There were few who submitted to him and there were few who revolted against him. So Akbar, who was a man of strong imperial instinct, could hardly tolerate this. So in 1567 AD, he attacked Mewar and laid siege to its capital Chittor. That means Chittor was the capital of Mewar in 1567. Rana Uday Singh himself retired to the hills with the advice of his chief and entrusted the defense of the fort to the care of his general Jamal and Fatah. For 4 months, that means from October 1567 till February 1568, the Rajputs kept the Mughals at bay, and Akbar himself narrowly escaped death several times. As luck would have been it with him, one day on 23rd Feb 1568, Jamal was fatally, that means brutally wounded by a shot from Akbar's gun when he was supervising the repairs of one of the breaches. Then the Rajput women performed Johar, and Rajput men fell upon the Mughals like mad wolves. The entire garrison died fighting to a man, and Chittor ultimately fell to the hands of the Mughals. But Akbar could not conquer the whole of Mewar. Uday Singh then founded the city of Udaipur and made it as his headquarters. So after his death in 1572, his illustrious son Maharana Pratap from 1572 till 1907 and his grandson Amar Singh defied the Mughals and made all their attempts of conquering Mewar quite difficult. Thus, Akbar, with all his vast resources, could not fully conquer Mewar. Conquest of Ranthambore and Kalinjar. After Chittor came the turn of Ranthambore, which was besieged by the Mughal forces in the month of February 1569. After a brief resistance, its ruler Surjan Rai, finding his cause against heavy odds, submitted and surrendered the fort to Akbar. When the ruler of Kalinjar heard about the surrender of Chittor and Ranthambore, he felt that the resistance was futile, that means of no attempt, so he himself submitted in the month of August 1569. The capture of Ranthambore and Kalinjar along with Chittor greatly added to the prestige of Akbar. Next, submission of other Rajput states like Bikaner, Jaisalmer and Jodhpur. When the bigger Rajput states submitted, then definitely, or we can say automatically, the other smaller states of Rajputana thought it better to surrender in front of Akbar of their own accord. In 1570, the rulers of Bikaner, Kalyan Mal and Jaisalmer Har Rai offered their submission and also married their daughters to Akbar. In the very same year, the Rajput rulers of Jodhpur also submitted, and in this way by 1570, the whole of Rajputana except Mewar came under the domination of Akbar the Great. Of Gujarat. Akbar was very anxious to annex Gujarat to his empire because its wealth and maritime commerce held great temptation for him. Consequently, Gujarat was attacked in 1572 and its ruler Muzaffar Shah, who was found concealed in a cornfield, submitted without the least resistance. But as soon as the emperor turned his back, Muzaffar Shah once again raised the standard of revolt. When Akbar came to know of this treachery, he was greatly offended, and he at once started from his new capital, Sikri, and with a lightning speed he reached Gujarat. And in 1573, he crushed the revolt with a heavy hand. In order to commemorate this victory, Akbar renamed his capital as Fatehpur Sikri and built the Buland Darwaza there. It may be mentioned here that Akbar ruled from this new capital of Fatehpur Sikri for about 17 years from 1569 till 1585 AD. So the conquest of Gujarat not only added one of the richest and most fertile provinces of Hindustan to the Mughal Empire, but also provided access to the sea. As I said earlier, that Akbar was very anxious to annex Gujarat to his empire because its wealth and maritime commerce held great temptation for him. So this province of Gujarat was later on used as a jumping off point for the invasion of the Deccan. Conquest of Bihar and Bengal. Daud Khan, who was the then Afghan ruler of Bihar and Bengal, refused to accept the suzerainty of Akbar and proclaimed himself as an independent ruler. In 1574, an expedition was sent against him, which expelled him out from Bihar as well as Bengal. But Daud Khan continued to give trouble. So another expedition was sent against him in 1576 and he was defeated and killed near Rajmahal. Thus Bihar and Bengal were annexed to the Mughal Empire in 1576 AD. Conquest of Kabul. Kabul was in the hands of Akbar's half-brother, that means Akbar's step-brother Mirza Hakim. So long as he lived, Akbar did nothing to deprive him of that province. So in 1585, when he died, and so Kabul was annexed in the Mughal Empire. But Akbar had to face a good deal of difficulty in keeping this province under his control. In 1586, there occurred a revolt in Kabul. Raja Birbal, who was sent to suppress this revolt, utterly failed in his object and was killed by the turbulent Pathans. Conquest of Kashmir, Sindh and Kandahar. The beautiful valley of Kashmir was also added to the Mughal Empire in 1586 AD when Raja Bhagwan Das defeated its ruler Yusuf Shah and later on enrolled him in the Mughal service. In 1591, Abdur Rahim Khane defeated the ruler of Sindh, Mirza Fani Beg, and annexed it to the Mughal Empire. So with the annexation of Sindh, it became very easy for Akbar to send his forces through this territory and conquer Kandahar, which was in the hands of the Shah of Persia. So in 1595, Akbar got a golden opportunity when the Persian governor of Kabul, Muzaffar Hussain Shah, fell out with his master and himself surrendered the fort of Kandahar to the Mughals. Muzaffar Hussain was enrolled in the Mughal service and was assigned a big mansab of 5,000 at that point of time. Conquest of the Deccan. Akbar was the first ruler Mughal monarch to pay attention towards the Deccan. In conquering the territories of the Deccan, Akbar had no religious aims in mind. He was only moved by the imperialistic design. He wanted to annex the southern states and to extend the extent of his empire. Again, he wanted either to throw the Portuguese out of India or to bring them under his control. Yes, Akbar's motive was either to throw them out of India or to bring them under his control. With these aims in mind, Akbar tried to bring the various states of Deccan like Khandesh, Ahmednagar, Bijapur and Golconda, etc. under his control, and he succeeded to a great extent in his aims as well. Conquest of Ahmednagar. Akbar sent 4 diplomatic missions to the rulers of Khandesh, Ahmednagar, Bijapur and Golconda to recognize his suzerainty and to pay tribute to him. Ali Khan, who was the ruler of Khandesh, acknowledged Akbar's authority, but the rest politely refused. So in 1595, the Mughal forces under Prince Murad and Abdur Rahim, that is Khana, besieged Ahmednagar, which was heroically defended by Chand Bibi, who was acting as a regent of his nephew Muzaffar Shah of the Nizam Shahi dynasty. Chand Bibi displayed uncommon courage during the siege and the Mughal general could not achieve anything because of their dissension. At last, a treaty was signed in 1596 whereby Chand Bibi ceded the territory of Berar to the Mughal Empire. But some of the Nizam Shahi nobles did not like the idea of handing over the territory of Berar to the Mughals. So they hatched a conspiracy against Chand Bibi and killed her. The Mughals were waiting for some excuse and they got it. They captured Ahmednagar by an assault in 1600 AD, but as there was a revolt of Prince Salim in the north, so the Mughals could not annex the whole of Ahmednagar to their empire. A part of that state was no doubt annexed, but it was finally annexed during the reign of Shah Jahan. Conquest of Khandesh. Earlier, in 1591, Ali Khan, who was the ruler of Khandesh, had submitted to Akbar, but after his defeat, his son Miran Bahadur Shah tried to shake off the imperial yoke. So his state was attacked and his capital Burhanpur was captured. Then he shut himself up in the strong fort of Asirgarh and the Mughals laid siege to it. When the Mughals found it difficult to take the fort by force, they resorted to bribery and thus got its gate open with a silver key. In this way, Khandesh was annexed to the Mughal Empire in 1601 AD. The whole of the Deccan territory was divided into three provinces of Berar, Ahmednagar and Khandesh and put under the charge of Prince Danial. Akbar's empire was very vast in its extent. It extended from Bengal in the east to the Afghanistan in the west, and from the Himalayas in the north to the river Godavari in the south. Once again, I'm saying, my viewers, Akbar's empire was very vast in its extent. It extended from Bengal in the east to Afghanistan in the west, and from the Himalayas in the north to the river Godavari in the south. Such a vast empire was divided into 15 provinces, including 3 provinces of the Deccan. In 1605, Akbar breathed his last and was buried at Sikandar near Agra in a magnificent mausoleum. So that's all for today, my viewers. That was all about the conquest of Akbar. Hope you all like it. Hope you all understood it. Don't forget to subscribe my channel, those who haven't subscribed it yet. Thank you so much for watching. Allah Hafiz.